Welcome to the 8th broadcast of Putting Time in the Booby Hatch, a podcast dedicated to the weird, the macabre, and the just plain fucked up. I'm Angelo Mastry, and I'm here yet again with Richard Ritchie.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And because I'm running on about an hour of sleep, I think we're just going to hit the ground running with this. Why aren't you making the usual jokes, you assholes? You know what? Shut up.
I'm tired and I just got kicked out of my mom's house. Fuck off.
Okay. Well, time to really get weird. Accused bank robber says Virgin Mary told him to eat his own shit in court.
Did he do it to get the insanity plea? I think
I
heard about this.
By the look of that guy.
Looks like an Asian Charles Manson.
Yeah, I think it's a given that he'll get the insanity plea.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, he's got like a Davey Havoc haircut and like a fucking bandage on his head. Why does he have a bandage on his head? What did he do? Does it specify? Like,
apparently, he tried opening the vault by banging his head on it.
Really? Was it made of steel? Like most vaults are?
Yeah, it was.
What a fuck off. I think he deserves a Darwin Award.
Oh my god. He disguised himself by wearing a Hello Kitty hat and a pink child's backpack before slipping the note to the bank tellers demanding cash. He allegedly said it was the Virgin Mary who suggested the disguise. Despite the previously poor advice, Gilbert said he listened to the Virgin Mary again Wednesday, when she told him to eat his own feces while on the witness stand. The suspect allegedly reached into his own pants, removed his own waste, and began eating it. I mean, Jesus. Mary and Joseph.
You know, at least he went for originality. Instead of saying God told him to do it, at least he switched it up. He was like, man... Everyone says God told him to do it. Fuck that. I'm going to say his mom told me to do it.
Oh my god. This is fucking hilarious. You are having a really bad day when the Virgin Mary tells you to eat shit.
Yeah.
You are.
Oh my god.
That is when you go back to bed and just start your whole fucking day over.
Right.
That's...
Like, I would take that as I'm guaranteed to go to hell. Somebody's home.
Yeah, I think it's my sister.
Huh.
They're on spring break today.
Spring break? What's spring break anymore?
Yeah. I mean, last week I had spring break. It was just when I slept in and did chores.
Well, yeah. I keep forgetting you're in college. Mm-hmm. I didn't do that. I graduated high school with straight D's.
Okay, these are conspiracy theories that I can't help but laugh my ass off at. Number one, it's a list of like 5. Number 1, Monster Energy drink is made by Satan. Say what you will about Satan, but there's no doubt this dude has a pretty high-stress job. After all, with all the endless torture of sinners and people who completed the Ice Bucket Challenge, it must get exhausting down there. However, one truth seeker has worked out how he manages to have it all. Energy drinks. Specifically, Monster Energy drinks. Apparently, the 3 dashes in the Hebrew alphabet is 6. So, 666. I think I speak for the both of us when I say... Who gives a fuck?
You know, and I also say, I think they look more like 7s, so he can fuck off, because it says 777. And not only that, but I'm pretty sure it's just coincidental. Considering you have to dig that fucking deep into it, like, I mean, if you really think about it, like, if you do the math on anything, you can figure out a way to turn it into 666 and say it's the fucking devil, and try to bank off of it.
And like, the other thing is... I mean, I ain't a Monster person to begin with.
Right.
You know, I've always preferred Red Bull myself.
I like Red Bull's taste more, but I don't like the price. And, like, because I always thought, like, oh, it's, you know, maybe there's more caffeine in it. But no, it's just because it's imported from Sweden that it costs so much.
Really?
Yeah. It's because it's an imported good. That's the only reason why it costs more money. It has nothing to do with the ingredients in it.
Did you see
or
last
anything.
year? This guy in New York leveled a class action lawsuit against Red Bull because it did not give him wings.
Yeah, didn't a whole bunch of people sign up? And like, you can still like sign up to this day and get like $10 or some shit like that.
Okay.
I feel like that guy wasn't that dumb. He just saw a money making opportunity.
Or even
know.
funnier, maybe he was really that stupid.
Right. He's either really that stupid or he's like Gene Simmons fucking smart with money. Like,
I don't know. For the sake of comedy, I like to think that he really thought it would have allowed him to fly.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what I think though? Like, you know how they say like it gives you wings? Maybe they don't mean that literally. Maybe they just mean it wakes you the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like it gives you wings. Like you can wake up and move, you know, and get going as if you had wings. You know what I mean? I don't know.
All right, here's the next one. The iPhone 6 gives you Ebola. Oh, okay.
How? I could see maybe cancer, because it's a phone, you know?
Some people never cease to amaze me with their unabridged, unadulterated fucking stupidity.
For real.
You know, it's like...
iPhone. How the fuck...
I'm an Android user, so...
Doesn't Ebola come from a bacteria? Like a single cellular organism?
Ebola's
Ha ha ha. Cellular organism.
Ugh.
I quit.
Yeah, that was shit. Anyway.
You crack a billion jokes a day, some of them are gonna suck.
Yeah. You know, some of them are gonna be lemons, not cherries, but...
We can't all be George Carlin.
Anyway. The, Ebola virus, it's actually a virus, not bacteria. So...
What is a... Stupid fucking question, but what is a virus insinuate? What does that mean? That, like...
the best way to describe it is it's almost like a parasite.
Okay.
Okay, it is much more resilient to bacteria, and it is specialized. More so, it's able to jump from human to human without infecting all of them.
Oh, shit.
So, like, one person could get sick, it could jump to somebody else, and that's where it incubates.
So, like, is it kind of like... Would it be like an insect the size of a germ, essentially? Or...
No, the structure is still similar to germs,
but
it just functions differently.
Okay.
So it's
like
it's still a single cell organism.
Right. Like if you looked at it under a microscope, it would look like a germ. But if you break down into the technicalities of everything behind it, it would make it a virus instead of a germ. Oh, okay. I want
it. But apparently the reason they're saying this is because Sierra Leonean workers who are making these iPhones are assembling them with their dicks.
Wait, what?
First of all, how the fuck does that even work?
Yeah. How? What?
It doesn't even say how they think that would work.
So then how can they make the accusation if they don't even...
Listen, there's some nuts out there that will believe anything. There's people that go into a total batshit crazy session that says, oh, the moon landing was fake. The moon landing was fake. No, it fucking wasn't.
Right.
Okay? When there are footprints on the moon and there are numerous logged expeditions up there, it's not faked.
Right.
Okay?
It does set up for some good bits on Family Guy, though.
Oh, yeah. And, like, I remember what Mythbusters did a couple of years ago, because, like, a buddy of mine, Johnny, he's a real, like, truther. He believes in every conspiracy theory on the planet. And at times it just gets fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, And, we were sitting there watching that Mythbusters episode where they put that to the test.
Uh-huh.
And every single claim the conspiracy theorists were making was false.
Wow.
Like how if they plant the flag down, it shouldn't be moving because there's no wind. Well, there's no friction either.
Right.
So, it's still going to move.
Right.
Okay? Or that, the lighting wouldn't have been all that good with the moon, and where are the stars? Well, first of all, the moon does not reflect sunlight. Mm-hmm. The reason we're able to see stars is because the Earth's atmosphere is reflecting the sunlight, and that's how we're able to see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also think that the flag would be moving due to the lack of gravity, as like trying to pull it.
Well, yeah, it's
a
vacuum environment.
Yeah.
The moon still has gravity, but it's like a third of Earth's. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So say there was, you said there's no friction. Say that there was more gravity than a third of Earth. So like, enough for you to stand there and not get carried away. And say it wasn't freezing, like there was oxygen, so you could just kind of like walk out in a t-shirt and shorts. Does that mean you would just be constantly sliding all over the place?
Dude, that would
like the ultimate game of hockey. Like you can't even stop.
Like the soundtrack for that should be "Everybody's Working for the Weekend."
Like, I don't know, there's probably going to be people that listen to that and be like, no, that's fucking retarded because of this and this and this and that and this and this. And I'm going to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to hit you with this, 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 and this and this. It's going to be a brick,
it's like,
a bat, and a fucking crowbar.
I don't care if it sounds stupid. It sounds fun.
Right.
Okay.
I want to go to the moon. I'm blaring that song now. I have to.
Okay. And now for the last conspiracy theory that's really any good. You know the Apple Watch that was released?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently it has a feature called Apple Pay. Alright, where you can like hook up your credit card to it and swipe it over a thing and it pays for you. Mm-hmm. Now, Apple Pay is the mark of the beast. Now, I don't see that as a conspiracy theory, but I am a little skeptical about Apple Pay. In fact, I'm skeptical about smartphones in general.
Is it the microchip in your shit type deal?
I don't fucking know. But the point is, I only have one word to say with this, with all this technology and shit that we're coming up with. Mm-hmm. Just one word: Skynet. This is how it fucking starts.
It's gonna become self-aware and like just start mass producing its own war machines that are
Siri,
sentient
Siri, can you set a schedule for me? I'm afraid I can't do that, Michael. And she starts spewing poisonous gas in the elevator.
Right.
Okay.
Next thing you know, the factories are running on autopilot and they're just producing sentient war machines that want nothing to do but kill anything that breathes. Fucking the next thing you look out your window and there's like T-1000s everywhere.
The survivors of the nuclear fire called it Judgment Day.
Call Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like, dude, I'm not really a T-101. That was a fucking movie. Like, I'm just really strong. You can still kill me with a bullet.
Because, like, that is why you will never see me getting an Apple Watch or a Samsung Watch or anything like that. Okay? The only thing a watch should be able to do is tell time.
Right.
That's it.
You know what I always heard was gonna be the mark of the beast? You know, like going to like so many different fucking, pastors and youth groups and things like that. Every single fucking one of them. Now, I don't necessarily believe this, because it just kind of sounds nuts and, whatever. But they always told me that the mark of the beast was when a company starts putting microchips in our hands, and then that's necessary for everything. Like, you have to scan that to buy food, and you have to scan it to buy pretty much anything that's necessary to survive. Clothing, food, water. And if you are like, no, fuck you, I don't want that, then you'll be, like, cast aside, and it'll be impossible for you to survive, and they'll just let you die out on your own. And it's like...
What kind of fucked up 1984 bullshit is that?
Right?
Like,
it's set up for a great fucking movie, but I don't think that that's going to be real life.
No, it's...
You know, now,
It's not.
do I think all my pastors that I've talked to are crazy fucking assholes? Kinda. Some of them. But
Yeah,
I still
some
think
of them,
that they're good people and they have
Yeah.
a lot of great advice.
Some of them
But
are
when
relatively sane, and the other ones
when they
are
start
just
telling me
batshit
shit
insane.
like there's gonna be microchips in your shit and you're gonna be doing this and this, it's like, okay, let's call Michael Bay. And we can make you some money here.
I remember
But don't try to tell me that that's real.
Joss Whedon wouldn't be a bad fit for that either.
Yeah.
He's not doing the newest Avengers movie.
Oh, he's not?
No, but it's guys that he's worked with in the past who are basically like a mirror image of him.
Oh, okay.
I forget their names, but they're gonna do an okay job. But and son of a bitch, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. I had something really witty and
You know who we need as a guest for this segment right now?
what's that?
Jesse the Body Ventura. He'd be great. He could sit there and be like, the government is trying to kill us all. And it's like,
Okay.
all right, asshole.
Love
Stick to suplexes and steel chairs.
Love Jewel, Japan's first bar devoted to female masturbation, opens in Tokyo. And Jewel, it's not Jewel as in like the precious stone. Mm-hmm. It's Jewel as in like the energy measurement. So, like literally in this place, they have like walls of vibrators.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a bar?
Yeah.
Like, you can order drinks there and play with yourself.
Yeah.
Dude. It's targeted for women? Do they let men in, though?
I'm not sure if they do. I mean, I don't really know a man that will want to go in there.
Me?
I mean, like, you and me, if we go in there, we'll just sword fight.
Right.
Just...
Okay, we're participating. And, you know, not only that, but it's like, it's probably like a nude beach where most of the women you see in there are women that you don't want to fucking see on a nude beach. Mm-hmm. But there's probably one or two diamonds in the rough at least, you know? Go in there on a Friday night and then just play a game of Find the Hot One.
Oh my god.
I mean, they all probably orgasm the same, though. So it's like, as long as you do it in a fucking dark environment, you could just pretend you got the hot one at the bar. I mean, all Japanese porn stars sound like fucking crying babies anyway.
Oh my god.
Like, they sound more like they're being victimized than they are being
Yeah, it's like those magazines Barely Legal. They never have magazines like that because you're almost a pedophile.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have magazines like Kinda Sorta Fucking a Goat. You know, they don't have those.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Barely Legal, the Olsen twins are legal. And they owe us big time. Okay? We sat through their mommy dress-up parties and their candy-ass adventures.
Oh, man.
The next Olsen movie that I see, there better be a black guy in it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, hey, at least Amanda Bynes paid us back.
Yeah, she went off the fucking deep end.
Right? I remember, I didn't hear about that till like a couple months ago, and I'm like, wait, you mean the bitch from the Amanda Show and all that is now like snorting coke and fucking up her life? That's dope.
I mean,
No
I was
pun
shocked. I was shocked to figure out that Hillary Duff put her life together after Stardom.
Yeah, she didn't really.
You know,
fuck up, did she?
that shocked me the most.
That she didn't do what most Disney people do.
Yeah, because I would have
fuck
thought she would have just went off the rocker and just partied nonstop.
Right, or like, you know, a lot of people. A lot of people say like that Zoe 101 bitch, Jamie Lynn Spears, that she fucked her life up, but really all she did was get pregnant. You know, like, it's not like she went and became a fucking party monster. She just got knocked up, which, I mean, statistically, anymore these days, that ain't shit. Mm-hmm. You know, like, yeah, she was young, yeah, she was a role model for kids, but, I I don't think she put herself on that pedestal, you know?
And here's
She's
the
like
other
sitting
thing.
there just getting paid, making this show that she probably doesn't even enjoy, and then everyone else puts her on this pedestal because that's what Nickelodeon set her up to be. So it's like...
Fuck Nickelodeon.
Right, exactly. Like...
All right. Speaking of nipples, because occasionally they'll have a nip slip on TV. Listen, Richard, nipples are not the enemy of the American public.
They're really not. Everyone
Okay.
has them.
Listen, and then then there will be that fucktard from Bumfuck USA. Well, what am I supposed to do if my kids see Miley's boobies? Okay, here's what you do. First of all, use your mouth instead of just breathing out of it and shoving hot wings into it. Sit down with your kids and talk to them and have a healthy conversation about human sexuality. Women have different boobs than men, and they actually sustain life. Unlike my pepperoni scariolas, they actually serve a purpose. And then you tuck your kids in bed and you grow the fuck up.
Right.
If we said that in front of a live studio audience, there would be a standing fucking ovation.
Yeah, but then you got, like, whores like Nancy Grace and dickheads like Bill. I hope he dies.
I hope his career takes a shit right in front of him.
Right. I'm waiting for that one episode of The O'Reilly Factor where one of his guests is like, you know what? I'm not going to be like every other guest on the show, and just stands up and sticks him right in his shit. And it's like, oh, you want to be louder than me? Well, I'm going to make a bigger impact than you. Bam. Literally. Like, you know how, like, he had that one kid on the show, and the kid didn't agree with him? It was the kid about the people dying over the war, like his father died in the war.
Yeah, his father was a transit authority.
Yeah, and Bill O'Reilly got mad and was, like, making threats to him, and was like, get off my show or I'll beat you
And
up
this
or whatever.
kid, he had a well-reasoned argument.
I'm sorry,
and he
but...
was criticizing what was happening in the Middle East.
Right.
If you don't realize, Bill O'Reilly,
sorry, but if Bill...
that's the First Amendment of the Constitution.
Right.
We have the right to criticize what the
And
government's
I'm
doing.
sorry, but if Bill O'Reilly is making threats of violence towards me, I'm going to sit there and be like, I wish a nigga would. Bring it the fuck on, you geriatric fuck. I fucking dare you. You fucking hoe.
Tell you what, Cokie McSnorkfuck, I'll let you swing first.
Yeah.
So
I'll be like, I'll give you the first 10 on the house because I feel bad. Because I'm probably going to smack you in the face and it's going to break your hip. And I'll just punch myself in the face 10 times, break my own nose, and be like, look, I probably hit myself a lot harder than you could ever dream to fucking hit me. So why don't you just give up now? And then kick him in his fucking face and then just walk away.
yeah, fuck that stupid Mick.
Yeah, he makes me wish I wasn't Irish.
Okay. A German social network seeks a prostitute tester.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to Google
A prostitute
cheap
tester?
flights to Berlin right now.
Do it. Oh my god.
I need to see when the next,
transatlantic flight is?
yeah.
Expedia.com. Good thing we don't get paid for this because we name drop a lot. $132? Dude, that's like one of my paychecks. That's like half of one of my paychecks. We can do this. Dude, I'll save up for a month or two. I'll just put like $100 aside out of each paycheck. Because I'll get paid every week. And then wait till I get, like, my vacation time. And we're going to Berlin. Yup. It's settled. Sorry, Jess. $132?
Okay, fuck that.
Oh, wait. It's more?
20. I'm like, holy shit.
What, is that a two-way?
All I did was one way, and that's what it's showing me, so...
Well, what if we take,
Whatever.
like, a five-way? Maybe, like, you know, we'll get to see other countries for, like, 20 minutes.
Which, okay, Kaufmensch.com, which means buy me in German, has just announced it's hiring a full-time prostitute tester.
So one way is $2,500. So, dude, we'll just take a 5 or 6 way flight. Cut the price down to like a tenth of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're thinking this out.
You know, then we'll get to see, like, other states and other countries for at least 20 minutes. You know, we could at least look down the plane or, like, look out the windows at the airports and be like, that's sweet, we don't have that in America. Then up onto the next flight. Let's see what else we're going to look at for about 20 minutes. And then when we get to Berlin, it'll be that much more worth it when we're banging hoes, dude. Probably bust in like 7 seconds because we waited so fucking long. But I mean, hey. At least we could say we did it, right?
And she's just sitting there like, oh, don't worry, I'll wait. Like, it's... Okay. There's an artist in Sicily who is making fake circumcision sculptures to protest the idea of circumcision. Look at this.
What is that?
That's a foreskin sculpture.
A sculpture?
Western medicine. I hate those new age, like, plasticky fucks who don't vaccinate their fucking crystal therapy.
Oh my fucking god.
She takes, like, a $700 crystal and runs it over their bodies, and that's supposed to fix them. And then the kid has 103 fever and he's hospitalized.
I think somebody should call child services on her.
Yeah, please do.
Like, the second a parent says, we're going to heal our child through crystal therapy, they should have their children taken away from them, and they should be locked away and beaten on the daily.
Yeah, please. That is, like, subtle child endangerment.
Right.
Is what it is.
They should go into their cell with a baseball bat with the word sense written on it. And just beat some sense into these people.
And like, the thing is, every single claim against vaccination is proven false by medical science. There are no toxins in the syringes. There are...
Unless you use the same syringe, but what fucking hospital's really gonna do that, you know?
Precisely.
Like...
Okay, yeah... In the 60s and 70s, there was a non-toxic form of mercury as a stabilizing liquid, but now there's no mercury whatsoever.
Right.
And it's been like that since 1985.
Yeah, they're doctors, not heroin addicts or fucking, you know, failed tattoo artists.
And it's like, listen, vaccines are not a new phenomenon.
Right,
this is 400 years of accepted medical science.
400 years?
Yeah.
Holy shit. How did they give vaccinations 400 years ago?
Oh, what they do, they take the blood sample of the victim, and then they'd scrape open a wound on somebody else's, and they'd insert the blood in through that. It was a cruder method, but it was a lot more effective than you might think.
Really?
Yeah, like 1 out of every 7 patients survived it.
Huh.
Like, they survived getting the disease, which, on a massive population scale, that is a huge number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what, like 35%? 45%?
Yeah, which, hey, with diseases like smallpox and measles, hey, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to worry about smallpox anymore because medical science has basically rendered the disease extinct.
Doesn't that shit make your flesh fall off?
Mm-hmm.
Like leprosy?
Yeah, very similar. Think of the flu... If the flu and leprosy have a kid and fed it steroids.
Dude.
That's what smallpox becomes.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. But during the 1970s, they were able to isolate its genetic code and stop it in its tracks.
Oh, wow.
That's the human condition in a nutshell. We can isolate a single strand of DNA and stop a global plague dead in its tracks, but we still need to guard at the zoo so nobody kicks a polar bear in the balls just to be a YouTube sensation. You know, we can show images of far-off galaxies with the Hubble telescope, but we still need signs in a restroom that says employees must wash hands. Richard, nobody's going to make a sandwich right after they wipe their ass.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just common sense.
I mean, I might, but I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm going to wash my hands in between.
Well, I would hope.
You know? I mean... Or not. I don't know. Depends on how hungry I am. Shit, I might even just make a sandwich out of the... Jeez. Dude, I play bass for a punk rock band called the Fundamental Masturbators. I mean, would you really put it past me?
Yeah.
You would?
I mean, I like to think you still have some sense.
I do.
Regardless. Okay, you like pot brownies, correct?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's got that earthy taste of fucking pot mixed
Okay.
with, like, the
A 58-year-old
rich
Michigan
chocolate.
man.
Oh, it's so good.
A 58-year-old Michigan man. He eats some of his daughter's pot brownies, and he thinks he's having a stroke. Those are some strong fucking brownies.
Has the guy ever been stoned before, though? Like, is he ever...
No, but he is a stroke survivor.
Okay.
So he thinks he was having one again,
Oh,
which
it's borderline adorable. Is he, like, how old was he?
58.
58? He never smoked pot before or anything?
No.
So...
I mean, he didn't give a shit if his daughter did it, but he was like
Right.
genuinely terrified.
Right. Well, so you can't really, like, call the guy a fucking idiot, because he'd never been stoned before, and he's had a stroke, so he's like, oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. You know, plus, depending on if it was, like, sativas or indicas, I can't remember which one's which, but one's a body high, so it kind of makes you feel like your whole body's, like, buzzing and shit. So
Well-
he probably thought that might have been the beginning stages of, like, going numb on one side or some shit, and it freaked him the fuck out.
Well, thankfully, the story does have a happy ending. Because he said, yes, it might have been terrifying, but the brownies were pretty good. So,
Dude, have you ever, like... I know you've never had a pot brownie before, have you?
hey, there's plenty of time to learn.
They taste like regular brownies, but with, like...
I mean, I remember...
rich, earthy taste of, like, getting the first hit out of a brand new bowl in a fresh bowl pack. Mix, like, that taste with, like, the rich chocolate of a brownie, and you got a recipe for fucking success, dude. It's so good.
I'm getting a food boner.
They're really good.
Anyway.
The only problem is they're a lot stronger than actually smoking, and there's a big delay effect to it. So it's like you eat a pot brownie, you might feel it an hour and a half later, you might feel it 30 minutes later. Don't keep eating them thinking that they're not working, and don't keep eating them because they taste good, because you're going to fuck your shit up.
Yeah, because you'll be curled up on the bathroom floor later, like, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop!
Yeah.
Like,
Either that or you're just going to pass the fuck out and waste your high, you know?
I remember this one guy that lived in my cousin's apartment building. His name was Eric.
Uh-huh.
He was friends with my cousin, and my cousin and I we decided we're gonna go get some lunch. Okay, we're gonna go to we're gonna head to Melt.
Ooh, yeah.
So we're going to Melt.
Did you get the waking
Eric?
bacon?
Eric is a total pothead.
I gotta meet Eric.
Like on the level of a Cheech and Chong pothead. He
Oh.
moved out of Ohio though.
Oh.
Which sucks, but like I love this guy, and it's like, hey, Eric, we're gonna go get some lunch. You want to join us? And he's like, nah, man, I'm not gonna fuck up a $90 buzz and a $10 sandwich. So, and it's like, wow, if a pothead can get it together financially, what excuse do I have?
And it makes sense, too. Like, yeah, because, I mean, eating does sober you up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because I think, like, somebody was telling me, I don't know how true this is, but smoking pot, it does something to your blood sugar that makes you hungry. So
it lowers it.
It's kind of like
extremely low.
smoking a small dose of diabetes.
Well, diabetes doesn't lower your blood sugar or heighten it. It just makes it hard to control.
Okay.
Like normally your body's blood sugar is able to regulate itself.
Mm-hmm.
With diabetes, it's not.
Okay. So it's kind of like how AIDS fucks your immune system.
Right, but it is nowhere near as bad.
Right, yeah, obviously nowhere near as bad. It's an extreme example, but it's, I don't know.
I mean, you know, I know people that are diabetics, but like 98% of them have it under control.
Yeah.
You know, because like, you know, you can still, as long as you have some sense, you can eat relatively well. As long as you get some exercise, you're okay. Just remember to take your fucking medication.
Right. It also depends on what stage of it you have, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, there's some diabetics that, like, constantly need that insulin in their pocket, you know?
Yeah, I mean, most of the ones that I know, they only need to do it like once a day.
Yeah.
Like before they go to work or before they go to bed. So, like, yes, it's a tragic disease, but don't paint it like it's cancer. Because it's not.
Right.
Okay?
The only way you're gonna die of diabetes is if you're fucking stubborn and you don't give a fuck about yourself.
Which is, trust me, with the people that I have known, that's not the fucking case.
Right.
Okay? Michelle Obama, I empathize with you. I understand what you're trying to do. But let's face it, your strategy is not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when they instituted that plan. I was like a senior in high school. It pissed me off because it increased the price of the school lunches and we got smaller portions.
And the other thing is, the responsibility is resting on the parents.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right. And
when they're younger kids, that's when it's happening.
Yeah, and what pissed me off too is she's the president's wife. She's not the fucking president. Has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman that I feel like she shouldn't be doing shit, but she's just married to somebody in a position of power. If she wants to institute these plans, she should have fucking ran her damn self.
Well, I think that she should be given some kind of cause to do, but I think it should be done right.
Yeah.
Because as teenagers, I think you and I can attest for this, a lower calorie intake isn't going to fucking help us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
It's not.
It's just gonna make us tired.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, sweet, I ate this hot dog, now I'm gonna fucking sleep through class. Thanks, Michelle. Stupid bitch. You think you're helping my body, but now I'm failing school. Whore.
I mean, yeah. In all honesty, teenagers, more or less, their metabolism is able to handle the higher calorie intake.
Right.
Okay? So, from 9th grade onward...
Well, some of them.
Oh, fuck. This happened early. Okay? But it's like, from 9th grade onward, stop instituting this shit.
Right.
Okay?
Fucking...
Imagine that. We promote crass humor and societal change.
Yeah. Oh. South Park.
Yeah, it was almost a spit take.
Dude, I want to meet Trey Parker and Max Stone so fucking bad.
Yeah, I wonder when they're going to be at Comic-Con or some shit next.
Right. I feel like they should be politicians.
Oh, what a merrier world it would be.
Yeah. Get rid of People magazine because it's just making people retarded. Telling us shit we don't need to know that nobody should give a fuck about.
Yeah, like that's what bothers me about American media.
Yeah.
They're gonna show that Zayn Malik quit One Direction, which who cares?
Right.
Okay.
I saw somebody posted something on Facebook about that. It was, I don't know if it was like real or if it was from one of those joke sites, but it quoted him as saying, and I hope this is true because if it's true, then I'm all of a sudden a fan of this guy. But he straight up said the reason why he quit is because his fans were fucking idiots. He said it was a bunch of girls who only went to the concerts so they could hear themselves singing over them along to words that they didn't even write themselves. And like he straight up was like, yeah, we didn't write any of these songs and all these fans are fucking idiots and they look up to us thinking that we're an original act. And to me, that basically, you know what he says, what he's saying there? You know what that tells me? He said, fuck you, pay me, I'm taking my integrity and my paycheck, and I'm gonna fuck off. And it's
finally, someone with artistic integrity.
Right. I don't know if he really said that or not, but I hope he did, because that would give him my utmost respect. I would shake his hand, I'd buy him a beer, and I'd smoke him the fuck out.
Yeah, but I'd probably still slap him in the back of the head just because of the choice he made.
Yeah, but I mean, look.
But that's disciplinary.
Right. But at the same time,
like,
if he looks at it that way, he sat there and he made a quick fucking buck.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
He's like, I gave it a good run for what, like 3-4 years, made fuck tons of money, I invested it wisely, and then I fucked off.
And then I fucked off.
I think that's a good, I mean, great way to make money. You know, he realized he had a marketable image and took advantage.
Yep.
And he himself realized that this music was horseshit, and he just wanted the money real fast. And now he can go and, whether he can make money off it or not, he's already got that money saved up. So now he can go and make his own fucking original music that he actually wants to play. Mm-hmm. And it won't fucking matter if he only sells 10 albums. He's doing it for himself. And he's already sitting on a fucking throne of cash. So fuck it. Good for him.
Yeah, I'm trying to
If what he said is true. If he really said that, then yes. If that's not true and he's going on to be in another pop act, then where the hell is Lee Harvey Oswald when you need him? But that's a whole nother issue. I fucking went there.
Yeah,
I
did.
fucking went there.
You, oh my god. Pushing the boundaries!
I mean, compared to all the other shit I've said, I think that was pretty tame.
Dude. That was like G-rated.
Yeah. That's G-rated Richie logic right there.
Alright. Where the hell was that one article?
Holy shit, it's already been 40 minutes?
Yeah, we got another 10.
Hell yeah.
So
that went by fast. Like, I feel like we've been here for 5. Everyone else listening, they're going to sit there and be like, it doesn't feel like that to me. I've been listening to your fucking nonsense for 40 minutes and it feels like 2 hours. Fuck you. Listen to my beautiful voice. You love it. Suck your boyfriend's dick to the sound of my voice. Fuck your girlfriend in the ass to the sound of my voice.
Oh my god.
You know it's beautiful. You know you love it. You know it turns you on.
Oh my god.
What are you looking for?
It's just one article I was trying to find. I'm looking for it. We just got to keep making jokes.
Okay. Hey. How did the little kid cross the road?
I don't know how.
He didn't. He was hit by a car and killed on impact.
Oh my god.
What do you call a girl named Sally with no arms or legs?
Fucked.
Fucked. You know what she got for Christmas?
Gloves.
Cancer.
Oh.
You know what she got for her birthday the next year?
I don't know. What? Do tell.
Bone cancer.
Jesus. Here's the article. Now, I think we're going to end on this because this is a big discussion.
You know
Classic horror icons in like horror movie monsters and the like.
what?
They all share the same characteristics: pale skin, elongated faces, dark sunken eyes, and razor sharp teeth. Now listen to me.
Wait, you know what Sally got for that Easter?
What?
AIDS, and the bone cancer wasn't healed yet.
Oh. Okay, the images I just described inspire horror and revulsion, and these characteristics are imprinted in the human mind of fear. You know, it's almost instinctual. It's natural. It doesn't need to be reinforced in order to terrify, and it is species wide. Just about everybody on some level fears something like that.
Something like what now?
Something, pale skin, dark, sunken eyes, elongated faces, sharp teeth, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay? All those features put together, we're instinctively terrified by it.
Yeah. So, vampires?
But, here's the question that we need to ask.
Or we're talking about vampires or medieval diabetics?
Here's the question we need to ask, though. What happened deep in the hidden eras before recorded human history began to make human beings fear something that looks like that?
Yeah.
What the hell happened? Because something like this is not something that stems overnight.
Right.
Okay. And
if it's embedded in our DNA, it's probably from billions of years of some fuck shit.
Yeah. So that implies that one thing, like there's shit like vampires and ghosts are real, or, there was some other species of sentient primate out there that we don't fucking know about.
Yeah.
That existed at one point.
Yeah.
You know?
And its fucking goal was to hunt us down and eat us.
You know, that harkens back to the era when a lightning strike is going to burn your house down, when there's probably a predator lurking in the bushes. Unsure footing means heights is death. And if a snake or a spider bites you, you're as good as fucked.
Yeah.
You know, that is an instinctual fear that everybody experiences. You know, and a question like that keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
You know, what in the hell happened?
Dude, I'm gonna come into your house with a mask on that looks like that now. And I'm gonna come in.
And it's like, dude,
I'm
what's
gonna
that?
come in with a voice changer that makes me sound like the first boss in House of the Dead 2.
Whoa.
With that high pitched, yeah.
And then you walk in,
Next thing
and
you know,
as soon as you scare me, it's like, what's that smell? And it's like, what do you think?
and then I'm getting popped with a fucking BB gun, like.
All right. On that note, I think we're gonna end it here.
Oh.
I know we're ending a bit early, but I got a lot of shit to do around the house. So,
And I gotta go to church. Ha ha ha.
thanks for listening. Thank you for paying attention. Please forward any ideas for weird articles to masterangelo@yahoo.com. Thank you for listening.
Anal sex is great.
It most certainly is. Just remember not to eat beforehand.
At least don't eat at Taco Bell
Oh,
or Chipotle.
all right. On that note, we'll end it here.
That goes to fags on Valentine's Day.
All right. Thank you for listening. See you next week.